present 6 telltale signs you are dealing with a toxic person. Dealing with a toxic person can have a serious negative impact on your emotional and mental well-being. It is important to be aware of the warning signs so that you can take the necessary steps to protect yourself from harm. Toxic people tend to use manipulative tactics, express aggression, and constantly criticize or judge others. They also have difficulty taking responsibility for their own actions, instead blaming others for their misfortunes. It is important to recognize the warning signs of a toxic person, such as changes in behavior or attitude, manipulation, aggressive communication styles, and an inability to take responsibility for their own mistakes. If you are dealing with someone who exhibits any of these warning signs, it might be time to reevaluate the relationship and consider taking steps to protect yourself from harm. Number 1. Emotional manipulation. Do you feel taken advantage of? Manipulated? Toxic people love to manipulate those around them to get what they want. This means lying, bending the truth, exaggerating, or leaving out information so that you take a certain action or have a certain opinion of them. They'll do whatever it takes, even if it means hurting people. Number 2. Dishonesty. Any sort of dishonesty, whether it's deceit, lying, or general secrecy, is a sign of a toxic person, according to Spinelli. This one is tough, depending on how good of a liar you're dealing with, but if you catch them in a lie, especially more than once, don't take it lightly. Number 3. There is always drama. Ever notice how drama seems to follow some people? It's likely not a coincidence. Toxic people thrive in dramatic situations. They inflame emotions and create conflict. They love stirring the pot to see what happens. People are often toxic because they're not interested in being stable and healthy in relationships. Number 4. Lack of boundaries. Another sign of a toxic person is no boundaries. If you've been clear with someone time and again about your needs, and they just can't help themselves but to disrespect you, they are toxic. Healthy relationships are based on trust and the ability to respect boundaries. Toxic people just can't do that. Number 5. Lack of accountability. Toxic people do not want to take the blame for anything, and they'll make sure they don't. Not only do they display a lack of responsibility for their actions, Spinelli says, but they'll often deflect blame onto others. Number 6. Unsupportive. Does this person support your goals and dreams? Are they happy for you when something goes right in your life? Are they interested in your wants and needs? If the answer to these questions is no, Spinelli says, that's a toxic person. Even when they do make feigned attempts at support, it can often come off as toxic positivity, which is essentially insincere optimism to avoid actually holding space for someone.